Modern living and adapting. I've given much thought to how modern living and technology has affected our reactions and responses. Either to hinder or help, they are both an outcome, it seems. An extra neurological demand on a brain that may not be able to adapt as well as others could cause issues. Seems logical and quite obvious to me, but apparently not. There is an expectation of one size fits all, and if you don't, they make a new category for you. Remedial, slow, backwards, retarded, autistic, to name a few from back in the day, if you were below standard. Keeping in mind, that was someone else's standard and they got to decide if you were acceptable for modern society. And they still do it today. They just use less harsh words and pretend it's for everyone's greater good. Rather than utilise people's differences, they seem hell-bent on making us all the same. Not everyone has taken to or enjoys technology, and now it is becoming more complicated with multiple layers of access, passwords and data. People are struggling, which is not an accident, I might add. It leads them in nicely to offer a one solution fits all, just as above with the standard. This will be the same model. Oh, we made it too hard, let us help you kind of thing. But maybe they are just utilising one of our failings, and maybe it's when we are not entirely aware of ourselves. When we are bamboozled and overloaded with information or a new skill, I believe our brain has a rerouting mechanism to try and compensate. To take on the new task effectively, something else has to give way. In my case, and what led me to question this, was a new task in my early 20s, learning to drive. As I became competent in learning to drive, my ability to concentrate and say left or right correctly diminished. I had never previously had any issues with left or right commands, and although I did the right one, I said the wrong one and hand motion followed suit. I was bemused and intrigued. How could something so simple have suddenly become so difficult? I just decided it was an extra motor neuron task my brain had to adapt to, and it struggled. With computers, however, I have no issue and speedily pick up new tasks, so mental v manual also appeared to be a factor. I have then applied this train of thought to other situations and people, and wonder too if they have a particular issue in that type of arena. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, as they say, but sometimes you can, so I wonder if it's similar. Some have a set brain pattern at a certain age and are not flexible to adapt or change, and some people are, at all ages, and they have labels ready for anyone who might not fit or can't adapt. Which is why I think people do well to manage this strange modern society and way of life, despite all the hurdles they put in our way.